Welcome builders, andyisyoda here, and welcome back to part 3. Part 3 of this $35 million mansion that is actually real. It's a real mansion in England. And in the last episode, if you didn't see it, we found lots of pictures of it. We found the floor plans on the internet, and that means we can look at the floor plans and plan properly the floors. Well, that's kind of what floor plans are for. Anyway, going to start today's episode with a little smidgen of speed building, just actually adding in some of the walls. I made a little adjustment at the start of the video as well. Okay, not without difficulties this episode, as you'll see later on. Some tricky bits of floor planning to do, but I'm just kind of working out where the walls to this library go, and maybe where the upper floors are going to go, and the ceilings. I'm also going to be digging down into the basement this episode, which is pretty good, and that's where the difficulties arise. But we like puzzles, we like trickiness. It's like a detective story, taking pictures and floor plans from a real house and turning it into a Minecraft build. It really is a detective story, and I love it to pieces. Hopefully you will join me on the journey. So, I'm just using some white concrete here to mark in where the ceilings are going to be, and the stairs. I'm teaching survival this weekend, by the way. I'm going to be uploading, hopefully, some more nice pictures onto Instagram. So do follow me, andyisyoda, on Instagram if you want to see some survival pictures. I'll be putting in stories, Instagram stories, and then some really nice edited pictures next week from the trip. So here's a staircase, the main staircase up to the upper level. And we've got glass to go around that staircase as well, like so. Okay, now we've got this kind of light well down the way. There's an external light well, kind of an internal sort of balcony area as well. So I'm just marking that in, taking away these silly columns because they're not very good as well. I might put in some black glass at some point just to kind of make it look like there's frames around the glass. Alrighty. So now we're digging down into the dining room area, and I'm going to put a nice bit of wood on the floor like that, sink it down a little bit, and then the orange is going to be glass. I think that's going to go all the way along there on top of some polished andesite. So dining room is looking about the right sort of size. I haven't put in a mock table yet. Maybe that's something I should do. Kind of just some wool blocks to mark out where the table would be is often a good thing to do when you're building. So just bringing up some of these white internal rendered painted concrete columns that are in the house, and we've got this kind of little hatchway area between the kitchen and the dining room, which I really like because you could prepare food in the kitchen and just kind of put it onto the countertops in this hatchway, and then someone in the dining room could pick them up and put them on the table. Very, very civilized, and a good connection, a real clever, thoughtful connection of the architect, so that there isn't miles and miles to walk between the dining room and the kitchen. But the dining room is still a showpiece room, really, with windows on both sides and its own kind of central space in the house. And it kind of connects the entranceway, the staircase, and the kind of library and snug area. Kind of connects it to the rest of the house. I actually really love this floor plan. So there we go. We've got some pistons there and some bedrock and some dark oak just to make the separations there. A nice big window in on the dining room. I'm going to put some banners in later on to represent kind of curtains. Here we are in the sort of the north part of the house. We've got a wall around the study area. It's kind of a little bathroom as well. We've got the elevator going down as well, or lift. And here I'm just building up the walls to the actual study. So it's a really luxurious house. You've got a drawing room, a library, a study, a sitting room, separate dining room, another dining room in the living room kitchen area as well. So you've got plenty of places, formal dining and kind of relaxed for family dining as well. You've got a snug at the back of the house as well. You've got laundry and a maid's quarters and a swimming pool downstairs and a huge garage and an entertaining space and a snooker room and a cinema. This place is meant for entertaining, that's for sure. So just putting a few more details onto the back of the house, and then I'm going to try and figure out about the basement. The thing about the basement is it has some pretty important little points where you can see from the basement plans where the plans above must match, like the elevator obviously must match all the way down, and then the light wells, these big holes in the ground which light can go down into the basement, they must be exactly in the right place. So last couple of details here of speed building just now, then we'll go into first person and try to plan out the underneath the basement area. You can see in the bottom right hand corner of the picture there, I've started to work out where that light well will be, and what I've actually done now is I've actually started to dig out where the basement is. So a huge space has been dug out with World Edit. If we just go in and down into the basement, hopefully you can see this. Now it is a little bit dark down here, so what I'm going to do is take off shaders so you guys can see exactly what I've done. So I've marked out the light well. You can see that strip there at the front of the house, and then at the back here there's also another light well which brings light down into the swimming pool. So you can see I've cut it out here, and if we swing the camera right down through into the basement, I've really dug out a huge amount of space, and I'm trying to mark out where the walls are according to where the light wells come down into the build. Let me show you a picture of the light wells on the plan. So you can see the light wells on the left to the gymnasium and the right on the swimming pool. There's also one at the very top of the picture as well, right in the middle, bringing light down in towards the entertainment area. Okay, so keeping shaders off and making sure that all our little points line up, like this light well must line up, and this light well must line up, and the one over here. Everything that's a light well really tells you exactly what position things are underneath in this absolutely enormous basement. I don't think I've ever designed a house which had a basement this big. It's just absolutely sensational. Right, so I'm going to start right at the back here, and we need to actually mark in the light well back here. We need to see exactly where the light well is back here. So let's just check. So you can actually see the light wells right here. It looks like there's actually weirdly 2 light wells. Maybe not. Maybe 1. I'm not sure. I think 2. As far as I can tell, I think from that picture the light wells are here. So let's do this. This should be roughly accurate with the wall. So we have one that looks maybe a bit like, yeah, actually maybe a bit more like that. Excuse me. And then another one, weirdly, kind of, yeah, around about here. So this should be the light well itself. So let's just bring this wall down like that. And then this one, weirdly, like this. And this one, which leaves us a little bit of room here for what's effectively going to be the wine store. So let me just see if we bring this out. Yeah, probably to about here. I'm going to just put a couple of uprights in, not many. Just want to do the plans just now. This could be the wine store, and it looks about the right sort of size for a wine store. So there we go. Got the wine store nicely in the corner there. What I want to do is probably just set all this to 251 / set 251. Right, let's get more planning done. So we've got light well. So this is the light well, light well, and it goes all the way to here. So there we go, light well. That's all going to be windows. Then we've got a little AC plant. So it's a little electricity room, like electrical junction box room in there. Then we've got a little audio visual room, which is, I guess, where you queue up all your DVDs and so on, and control things like that. So we've got that kind of like there, that's fine. And then the rest of this is home cinema. Now, does this look about the right size? It does actually look about the right size for a home cinema. So, excuse me, we'll bring that out, and then we'll just bring this across like that, and then we've got to try and get to, well, here is the skylight coming down right here. I want to set this back a couple of blocks like that, and that could be the snooker room like that. And we're going to come to so a couple of important points here. So this is an important point here. This comes down like that, actually. Let's just maybe move this back even further. So this is going to be the snooker room in here. Is this kind of working out? Unfortunately, this point here should really be lining up with this point here. Dang, That's annoying. That's my first mistake. Let's just bring this across then. So this is definitely coming across here. So the cinema's a little bit smaller. Still a decent size. Still a decent size. And then this comes across here like this. This is where matching up the top plans to the basement plans actually quite difficult in Minecraft. Not gonna lie, actually quite difficult. So here we go. Let's make this AV room a little bit bigger, and then the plant room. Let's maybe This plant room becomes huge. It really doesn't. Okay. Excuse me. Wow. I'm not happy with the size of this plant room. Awkward. Thinking. I wonder. It's as if, I've got the light well in the wrong, slightly in the wrong place. Yeah, a bit tricky. Let's have another kind of reference point here. Here we've got this little corridor coming along here. So actually, this is a reference point right here, because this should line up. This should tell us, actually. This should line up here with the edge of a light well. And it actually does. It does actually line up with the edge of the light well. So maybe I have got this slightly in the wrong place? Maybe this light well should get moved over by one block. Like that. This is one block can make all the difference, actually. And what we'll do is we'll just bring this wall in by 1. / set 251 like that. I don't think that actually helps us very much indeed. Oh well, we've just got this AV room just a little bit bigger than I was hoping for. And it's not too bad. It's not ridiculous. It's not the end of the world. Right. So now we have so we've got this kind of wall here, which we're going to mark in a slightly different color. Let's just put line to represent the glass, actually. So this is the glass here. It's going to come along here. Glass on the... Looks like there's some sort of reflecting pool down here. And this is glass on the gymnasium as well. Now, over here, we have, in fact, let me just get this right. That's the external atrium. What is this little space here? Have I got this completely wrong? What have I done? No, it's fine. It's fine. This space here. It's like there's just too many bricks here. There's just a little bit of like extra 2 blocks right here, which are just a little bit too wide. I don't get it. Well, do you know what? This is probably not a good reference point, actually. It's probably not a good reference point. I thought it was, but we're going to just scrub that. I think this is where this should be. So let's mark this, take that out, mark this in as this being our swimming pool wall. So we're going to come across here. This is a swimming pool wall that comes across like this, maybe to about here, and then it comes across like this. And this is going to be the swimming pool, like that. There we go. And that should lead us up to this light well. That's actually working out really nicely. Okay, so I don't know why I did that in green. It should probably be in red, because it's an actual wall. So all the red is going to be walls, and the green is going to be glass. Let me just quickly change this. This is the entertaining space right here, and that's looking at the right kind of size. And then we've got this sort of glass walkway. I'll make it 3 wide like this. Glass walkway, so you can see into the swimming pool. And then we get to about the edge of the yeah, about here is pretty good. So I put that column there. That's interesting. Haha! This is tricky. This is actually really tricky, but I love trying to follow house plans. It's one of the best things in Minecraft, I think, for me anyway. Maybe not for anyone else, but I like it. See, that's a shame that that doesn't quite line up there. Interesting. So I've got a few things to think about. A few things to think about right here for sure. Not too sure about this either. Let's just try and mark out a few more things. Let's maybe go to the back of the place here. I've done this here. I've started to do the driveway down and in. Maybe we could do the staff area over here, and that will kind of do for today's episode. We'll do a little bit of staff area and see if we can start to join some of these bits and pieces up. But I'm finding this difficult. I know it doesn't matter, but the challenge is to try and do it properly. So we've got to make a little kind of, this is the light well coming down, so we're going to have, this doesn't really make enough space, does it, for the bedroom? This wall might be in the wrong place. Oh my goodness. Oh my word, this is tricky. This light well seems to be in the right place. I'm tempted to go back to the swimming pool again. So the light well finishes around about here. So this should be about the wall to the swimming pool, and then we come into kind of a little sauna area like this. How does that look? That could be a teeny tiny sauna. Maybe make it actually a bit bigger. Like that. Then we've got a steam room. That could be a little steam room there. Can I actually make it a little wider, I think? Yeah, happier with that, as it turns out. Happier with that. This is a little plant room in here. I know it's a bit dark, but this is the plant room in here. Plant room means where you grow plants. No, it doesn't. It's all the boilers and mechanics and things for the swimming pool. Simple as that. Right, a little 2 wide corridor here. I'm going to come across, and this is going to be the showers area. That kind of links up quite nicely with something like, yeah, something like that actually. It actually works out quite nicely. And then, so this is kind of a changing room area like this in here, but I want to maybe do this spa room. What is a spa room? I don't know what a spa room is. Is that just, I don't know. That just shows how unclassy I am. I don't even know what a spa room is. So that could be the spa room. That looks about right to me. And then we've got, yeah, I think we're kind of running out of space. You have to move the wall a bit. So we've got kind of a wall coming all the way down here until it gets to the spa room, and then it just comes along here. And what we should have is the staircase. We should have a staircase coming down, and then this wall can come down as well. Might use a little bit of world edit just to speed things up. So /stack 6 down the way. So the staircase comes down here. So there we go. That's not great. That's okay. This is actually pretty reasonable. And we've got some little kind of toilets. Is it 2 toilets in here? Where are they on the plans? Oh yeah, 2 toilets in here. Something like that for the toilets. Decent. And then that just comes across here, and what that does is give you space for the gymnasium. And we do have a plant room in here, quite a big sort of plant room, something like that. So it'd be all the boilers for the house this time, all the bathrooms and boilers for the house, like that. And that leaves the garage, which is looking a little bit small. So yeah, we're gonna have to push that wall back a little bit, and that's gonna leave room for all the staff area back here, the little bedrooms, so on. So we've got a corridor coming along here. It just does look like there's a kind of an extra couple of blocks right in the middle of the house, which are kind of uncounted for. So let's bring this down here and see what that joins up to. We've got an elevator as well. Ooh, that's a thing. See, the elevator should really, this is the elevator here, this should really be matching up with what's below. Let's bring this elevator down and see if we get it kind of in the right sort of place. It's not bad. It is actually not bad. Do you know what? That's actually fairly decent. But that'll do for this episode. Plenty of planning, a little bit of building of walls. Building a wall is much more fun. I don't know, planning's pretty good, but I don't know. We're going to have to move this wall back a little bit, do a bit more planning, a bit more building, kind of a mixture of speed building and planning and placing blocks. But that is this $25 million mansion, as it turns out. Quite difficult to build in real life. Quite difficult in Minecraft as well. Probably more difficult in Minecraft, I'm going to say. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you on Monday. Ciao, ciao. And the blocks be with you.